What's the longest anyone disappeared on base without explanation? Private Johnson vanished for 6 days during a training exercise at Fort Benning. We found him living in the obstacle course like some kind of military caveman, convinced he was still completing his mission from basic training 3 years ago. Johnson was always a little off, but reliable. Never missed formation, just had this weird obsession with following orders to the letter. He'd been with our unit for 2 years without incidents. The disappearance happened during a week-long field exercise. Monday morning roll call, Johnson wasn't there. His bunk was empty, gear was gone, but nobody saw him leave. Our squad leader figured he'd gone AWOL. By Wednesday, military police were involved. They searched his room, interviewed friends, checked local hotels. Johnson had vanished without taking his car or accessing his bank account. Soldiers kept reporting strange sounds from the obstacle course at night. Rustling noises, someone moving through the woods, but security never found anything. Friday night, Corporal Davis was doing equipment check when he heard someone talking near the rope climb station. He followed the voice and found the most ridiculous sight in military history. Johnson had built himself a shelter using camouflage netting and obstacle course equipment. He turned the tire run into a bed and was using the rope climbing station as a closet. But here's the crazy part. Johnson thought he was still in basic training. He'd been living out there for 6 days, convinced this was some extended survival exercise that everyone else had quit. "Davis!" Johnson called out. "You finally made it! I was wondering when someone else would figure out this was the real test." Davis stared at him. "Johnson, what the hell are you doing? You've been missing for 6 days." Johnson looked confused. "Missing? I'm completing the mission. Remember what Drill Sergeant Martinez said? The exercise isn't over until I say it's over." Well, he never said it was over. Turns out Johnson had been triggered by something our squad leader said during the briefing. Some comment about surviving in the field until further notice that Johnson interpreted as a literal indefinite survival mission. For 6 days, he'd been living off stolen cafeteria food, drinking from water fountains, and sleeping in his obstacle course fortress. He'd even been doing daily PT using the course equipment. When the MPs arrived, Johnson stood at attention and gave them a status report. "Sir, Private Johnson reporting. Day 6 of indefinite field exercise. Morale is high, supplies adequate, no enemy contact detected." The commanding officer didn't know whether to court-martial him or commend his dedication. Johnson had technically been AWOL, but genuinely believed he was following orders. Johnson got 3 days of KP duty and became a base legend. For the rest of his service, whenever someone gave vague instructions, people would ask, "Are we talking Johnson clear or normal clear?"